don't even know how to start. Like I said, I can actually cut this bit out. Oh, bro, this is going to be well too dark.
We don't have to see each other, do we?
Yeah, good point. It's all about the voice. All right.
Don't bend the There we go. Don't bend this either.
No, I'm not doing. Right, ready? I'm going to start. God, it's going to get hot in here. Fucking hell.
Oh, bro, I'm cold.
Okay, right, ready?
Yeah. Right, no, if you turn your torch on and put the light here. Wait a second, let me turn your torch on.
Why?
So.
Okay.
Wait, your torch is bare brighter than mine.
Yes, bro, finally. The only thing Actually, no, don't do that because it's going to run out of battery. It's went down like 10%. Right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I don't know. I don't even have to clap. I haven't got it. Okay. I don't even know how to start. Basically, the Hop Amino app thing, whatever. Oh my god! I've just realised people aren't going to realise I'm English.
Yeah.
Everyone's American on there. Yeah. So in case you don't know,
we're like the only English people that actually.
Yeah, pretty much. No. Connell. There's someone called Connell who's English and he hates Drake. I know that.
I don't actually mind Drake. Would depend. Oh.
We'll get into that. Anyway, like I said, I just posted something. I as much as I respect people that do the blogs, personally, it just hurts my fingers, and it's just too much to write about, and then I have to edit it and stuff. And then I feel like we're in a digital age. People really don't like reading things anymore. As horrible as that is to say, that is true.
Yeah, that is true.
You do just prefer like hearing and shit, and also if you could literally just listen to this when you're doing other shit, or just skip ahead, or just stop listening now and just be like, yeah, listen to it, whatever.
Things like if we're talking about a certain subject, then are you gonna put things in a description like what time we speak about what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be better.
I haven't ever done a podcast or anything like this before. Actually, well, that's live. I've done other stuff like this before, but like this
is gonna get hot.
It is. I don't. Right. So basically, what we've done, I made my brother's here as well.
Hello.
He used to have the app. We'll get into that and say why he left. I don't know why. But I feel like a lot of this is going to be talking about the actual community of it. That'll be interesting. Basically, I made this sort of... What's this called? What's the foam thing called?
Acoustic foam.
Acoustic foam thing, because of recording or whatever, because he's producer and that. And over it, trust me, you got to see this setup. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, this is so
it's the most like basic, shittiest podcast thing you've ever seen.
It's a start though, you know what I mean? Like,
it is kind of pathetic, but and we've also got a blanket over it for more acoustic, and it is getting so fucking hot in here. It's ridiculous, but it's like really dark, and it looks when you're inside, it looks well like
imagine this, but a whole room of this. This will be sick.
Things like you have to think of. Right now, this looks so like professional. Someone walks in, they just see us with blankets over our head. It just looks shit.
If mum comes in, she just sees us speaking to a box.
So okay, I just want to explain why I'm doing this rather than blogs. I'll still be doing blogs. I prefer polls anyway, because I feel like polls is more of a conversation. When it's a blog, it's just someone getting their point across, and it feels like you're just like, okay, this is my view. No one's allowed to discuss on it.
Yeah.
This feels a lot more, we're having a discussion, we can debate, people can talk to me about it and stuff. I really love this app, right, because everyone's talking about it and everyone has different views. As much as I hate some of the views, I love the fact that they have different views, and it's interesting to kind of like discuss and stuff. I don't think I've ever had... It's also a community where you don't have a real beef. You have disagreements, and then the next day they say something, like they bring up an artist and you're like, oh yeah, no, I like that one, and then you're completely cool again. So that brings me to my first question. Why did you stop being on this app? Because you were on it for a bit, and then you just left, and I carried on.
So you told me about this app, and I got it. And at first, it was really like I enjoyed doing it. Yeah. But I ran out of things to say. I ran out of questions and shit. I see you, and you were posting like 3 a day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I was like, I don't know what to say, and. I had to keep coming to you for the questions.
Yeah, that is true.
So it wasn't really my questions, was it? It was just your ideas.
I think it's hard because it's split so down. The community is split so varied. It's not like, okay, one half likes east side and one side likes the west side. It's like it's a very mature community. They're like, okay, I like these select amount of people, but even my greatest artist that I love so much, this is his flaws. You know, that's why I like it. Because, for instance, if you go on the YouTube comments, it's, oh my god, Eminem the GOAT, he's the greatest of all time. There's no flaws. On this, it's like, okay, Eminem's latest album, Revival, was pure shit, but we can talk about the Eminem Show. We can talk about Slim Shady.
Did you not like it?
I don't know anymore. Do you know why?
Mum's coming.
What?
Mum's coming.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Hi, Mother.
Right, I'm just going to have a shower and then we can do it when I'm out. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
doing an interview or something.
Pretty much. It's complicated.
Oh, this is actually nice. I'm getting the air in.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Keep that door open.
No, we're doing a podcast.
Would you mind your voice being on it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon?
Would you mind your voice being on it?
No?
This is very entertaining for it. So cool. All right.
Sure
That's it.
is.
All right.
I'm sure it can't hear me anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing, isn't it? First time my mummy comes in. Jesus.
5 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Oh. As you was saying.
Actually, that should probably bring me into. I'm 19 years old, right? So that kind of is why I'm still.
Unemployed.
Okay. Thank you. for that one. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So did you like the Revival album?
Do you know why? Do you know what? This is what I said, and I know another person who actually left the community, Hunter. He actually.
Oh, I actually
made
remember him.
He was literally one of the best ones. I enjoyed everything he ever done. But the thing about what he was very interested, he said was very interested, is I said that I feel like if it was 2 Chainz, yeah, if 2 Chainz brought out the exact same album with the exact same delivery and flow, the exact same lyrics, if it was just his voice instead of Eminem's, people would say that is his greatest album. But the reason why a lot of people didn't like Eminem's album, expectations, and that is what he addressed.
That's what
on
he said. Yeah,
Walk on Water. He said, "This is the expectations I put myself on. I call myself a rap god. I brought out the classics and stuff. So when I drop a mediocre album, it's shit on." And Hunter disagreed, and he was like, "I think it was pure shit no matter who brought it out." And I was thinking, to be fair, how often have you listened since it came out, Jacob? How much have you listened to it?
For like the first week it come out, I listened to it about 3 times at least. 3 times in about 2 days.
Yeah.
I would listen to it about 3 times, and then after that I kind of just stopped.
Exactly. So it's not really. It's not. You don't
thing
go
is,
back to it.
I actually, my stomach was actually churning when well, because I got taken out of school after my drama, and I got taken out of school and I was coming home and I was texting you going, has it dropped? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, right, when I come home, we're gonna be sit down and just listen.
Yeah,
to
we both
it.
listened to it at the same time.
And at first, like when it was actually. Like the first time I was hearing all the songs, I was like, oh yeah, this is sick. This is like, oh, it's because of the hype.
Yeah.
The hype from on the way there, I was going, oh yeah, this is going to be so good. And yeah,
you wanted it to be good.
I wanted to. That's it. I wanted it to be good.
And I feel like everything he said, for instance, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going to front right now. When he said, I've got that air about me like wind chimes. First time I listened to it, I went, oh, that was insane. And now, bro, I can't lie. I listen to it now, and like you said, my stomach churns.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got beetles underneath my fucking skin. It's like,
got
why?
that air about me.
It's like he's run out of
Like
things to.
wind
It's like, why? Why did he say that? Of all the things.
That's the second song, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Started from the bottom like a
snowman.
brown up.
It makes no sense. And then what pisses me off the most, and I feel like he thought it was going to be a good thing. Chloroseptic remix.
Yeah.
He went off. If that was Chloroseptic, that would have been one of his classics. But no, he didn't. He ended up doing. I tell you what, I do like. I like Castle about Hayley. We build this. Oh my god, just that hook is just so hauntingly beautiful.
That is.
It is. That's a good. And then how it ties into a rose at the. I think it's a rose. That's the last.
You didn't
one.
like Framed at first, didn't you?
I didn't like the hook. I don't know. I'm still dodgy about the hook. The reason why I kind of like it is because it's like Roger Rabbit.
Like the hook sounds like old Eminem though. That's what I think. Like them sort of old hooks that you would do with the
that's something.
Voice.
Talking about. I don't know why this is all about Eminem. We'll get onto something else. But I was listening. Actually, it was 2 days ago. I was re-listening to the Slim Shady LP.
Oh yeah.
Right, and you know, Role Models. So that production of that is insane. Where it's like, I'm attempt to drown myself, and it does like the bubbles and stuff, and it's like, oh. But he said something in that which I didn't clock before. He says something like, "Meeting Nicole Brown Who's That at the Door? It's Ron Gold. I kill them both and smear blood on a white Bronco. And so he's talking about the O.J. Simpson trial and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, it was me who killed Nicole Simpson." And then I just literally clocked that Role Models. That song, that album came out like about 5 years after the deaths, after the murders. That's quite quick. After a trial of the century, when 2 people have been murdered, he went off on something like that. It seems quite. And then he does other things. I think he said what? I think it was Framed. No, it might have been a completely different album actually. When he says, left it at Steve Avery's trailer park home, because that Steve Avery was the one who's based on Making a Murder on Netflix. See, he has a lot of serial killer like references and stuff, but that was really close during that time. That was a very heavy moment in history.
He don't care though, does he?
I know, but now I'm like, does he still?
I mean, he talks about Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, that's a good point. Christopher, and then he was like, even after he died, he was talking about Christopher Reeves, wasn't he? And Columbine, Jesus Christ, one of his most notorious lines.
Yeah, but
take 7 kids from Columbine, hand them an AK-47, a revolver, and a 9.
That actually got
that better solve this problem of mine. That's a
censored,
whole
didn't
bunch of bullies shot up at one time. That's
very near
the mark.
It's not even near the mark. That was
over the mark.
It was censored, wasn't it? It's over the mark. I do understand what he's saying in that line, though.
No, I understand it. I feel a lot. Like I said, he's very political. A lot of his things.
Do you know what he is? He is Hyde, and we're all Jekyll in it.
I get that, yeah.
He is the thing that people are afraid to say.
Is coming out. Jacob's English
Yeah,
GCSEs.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Well, they don't have GCSEs in America. That's what I went when I went over there. They were talking about GCSEs.
They have?
And stuff. It's like, I don't know, it's like other exams. GCSEs is like the thing that you do when you leave high school. Yeah. It's like the big test. I don't know what you guys call it, but yeah.
Secondary school for us. High school.
I say you guys because I know there's like 2 people on that app which are English.
You and what's his name? Yeah. Connor. Is his name Connor?
Canal.
Forgot his name.
And he posted something the other day where it was like, do you like grime? And it was 3 options. It was yes, no, or what's grime. What's grime? That poll just went to the edge. It was like, Jesus.
Do you know what? I've actually been looking at loads of Americans. Some of them actually rate grime. Some of them actually like it. Most people like.
Do you think there'll ever be an
America.
American? Is there an American grime artist?
I don't know. I don't think that Americans could do grime. If I'm honest.
Do you know what could class as grime?
What?
Onyx. You know when he goes, it's grimy, and they'd say that. Yeah. They're very grime. I don't know.
But
I feel like that's very
grime,
close.
It's different grime.
Grime is very English. Do you know what I mean? It's
if I think of the word grime, I just think of England.
Nike tracksuit.
Yeah. Scum.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, blood.
Yeah.
Grime's interesting genre because it's so. I've grown to like it a bit more. I feel like if anyone's going to get into grime, but if they're really stuck on like deep hip hop, American hip hop, person to go on to, who do you think I'm going to say?
Stormzy probably or Skepta.
No. I'm talking about actual hip, like actual lyrics and stuff. Storytelling. Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy
Malone is
his storytelling skills are insane.
Oh my!
Make or break.
Yeah.
I didn't take my eyes off the screen for the whole thing.
Is that the one when he's with the dog in the music video?
Yeah, because like especially like the music video as well, because like you think that he's just like another like person that's just selling drugs, and when they stop him, you realise he's actually selling his mixtape. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I think it's
Wiley. If you want production, Wiley. Oh my days, his production is insane.
Old school grime.
He's the Godfather. That's what people call him. He is the Godfather of grime.
Dizzy Rascal though.
Yeah, but people get confused. That's like American people get confused between drill rap and grime.
Right.
Drill rap is like like the Harlem and that, like 6'7" Harlem Spartans.
Oh right, yeah.
That's drill. People get confused between that and actual grime. I mean, it's like an offspring, if you know what I mean. It's like a pathway off. But yeah, it's not the same. So if you're listening to drill and go, no, grime shit, it's not grime.
Yeah.
Just think of that. Actually listen to good people.
Thing is though, would you say any English rap is grime? Because it's really hard. If you think about it, is Bugsy Malone grime?
I don't actually. Lloyd Kana, I think I've showed you before.
I've got one of his stars.
Yeah,
what is it?
Stars and Shards.
Yeah,
Shards
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that hook's sweet.
Because thing is, he's English rap, but he uses like jazz samples. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Like Kendrick.
yeah, whereas Wiley uses heavy bass lines and
Yeah.
fast tempo. That wasn't a
Yeah.
fast tempo. Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Grimes kind of went down a bit though.
Yeah. Sorry.
People don't really listen to as much Grime as they do.
People are listening to. I don't know. I don't actually know what it's classed as. It's like, it's sort of rap. It's sort of like the English version of mumble rap. But what it is sort of like marimba sounds, if you know what I mean. Like it's like, and it's singing. It sounds like every song that I hear sounds like it sounds like it should be a summer song.
Right.
But it's like they're talking about the same stuff, and that's what annoys me so much with drill. Like the beats, I don't even care. The production for drill music, I love.
Yeah.
That's what it frustrates me so much, because I feel like the flow's there for these people. The flow for like some of the rappers is there.
Yeah.
But they just don't have creative. What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Cool. I just want to see, because obviously I want it to be short podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But their lyrics are the same. Their lyrics are just the same. It's basically the same song and a different beat. It's just, that's with most rap today though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what
It's
you
a
mean.
shame.
Okay. I feel like 16 minutes is good for podcasting. I feel like, because like I said, I like to do short ones. Maybe we'll do longer ones like later on stuff, and we'll have like a list of actual subjects.
If you guys want a longer one.
Yeah, exactly. This is literally just to let you know what I'm doing now, because like I said, I like blogs. They're cool, but I feel like people really, I don't want to say they get annoyed with them, but I feel like there's so many better ways to kind of get your opinion across and stuff. So I'm going to do this. I'm also
This feels natural as well.
Exactly. And I feel like it's more open conversation and stuff, and it's not just me putting down, oh, I think so and so is great, fuck your opinion sort of thing. That's what it feels. Even if I don't say it like that, that's what it makes me feel like. That's what I'm doing when I put my opinion across in a blog. It's like a whole article of why your opinion is wrong and why mine's right, and it's like, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I don't know, I feel like this might be a bit better. If not, then whatever, but I don't know. I'm going to send a link on this. This is really only for the Amino app.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like,
If you are watching on YouTube or anything, get the Amino app. And
definitely. Taylor Davis, that's me.
Give him a follow.
So, last question. Are you going to be more involved in the app now?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Because
I'll try it again, and I'll try and find questions to ask, but it's hard for me to think of questions. Like you can think of names and shit for. Yeah, it's hard for me. It's different.
All right. Well, I feel like that's a good closing one. Yeah, follow me on it, and hope you enjoy. Basically, sweet. Cool.
See you later.